And joining us now, the man and voice behind the rock opera, as well as some of music's best-selling albums of all time. We are talking to Meat Loaf.
It is so great to talk to you. We're great. We're great. I'm curious, I mean, when you started doing gigs in the 60s and into the 70s, did you ever dream that a time might come when your songs would make up a Broadway musical?
Yeah, I started my career on Broadway doing hair. I wouldn't do the nude scenes though, because they wanted to sell tickets. And yeah, I was into the theater, and Jim Steinman and myself. I worked for Joe Papp a lot. And that's how I met Jim. I went down, my agent at that time, I went down and he said, if you want to work in New York, got to work for Joe Papp.
Meat Loaf, I've got the numbers in front of me. The Bat Out of Hell album sold 60 million copies. That's pretty good. What do you think it is about the songs and this album that's so resonated? And by the way, have resonated for a couple of generations now.
Yeah, because you know, people go, are you going to play any of the old songs? I go, the songs aren't old. That's like saying you're going to play an old Beethoven piece. You know, you don't do that. The songs, what makes them is because I don't make them part of me, and I don't have my picture on the cover, and I sing as if when you listen to it, I'm singing only to you. It's your story, and it's your life. I'm not involved with it. So anybody out there listening, if you want to take a piece of tape and cover up my name on the album, feel free, write yours, because it's your record.
You know, what you were just saying to Willie, you were singing to him.
I was also singing to you.
That's the question, actually, because when you listen to your songs, and I've been listening to them for 30, 40 years.
Yeah, let's not say that, okay? Just calm down a bit on that.
But the songs, when you listen to them repeatedly, I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that. Paradise by the Dashboard Light. You wonder, well, Phil Rizzuto's in here too. They become more than songs. They become like plays.
They are. That's what they're meant to be.
Really?
That's what they're meant to be. Because I've never sang a song on a record that there's not a character involved with that. I take a character for every song. If you watch videos, you'll see I have different hand movements, because movement as an actor, you have to, if you want to be an actor, you got to take movement classes. Bottom line. So it's all about movement. It's all about, and I try to make an audience. When there's an audience, I walk the stage at the beginning. I try to take an audience, no matter how big they are. We played 400,000. We played 2,000, but I try to make them one human being, and then they disappear from me, and I'm singing to that person the whole night. So if you come to the show, a lot of people say, it felt like you were just singing to me. I said, good, that's what it was meant to be.
What's your favorite song to perform?
Well, my favorite song, and it's not to perform, but my favorite song, and every time I perform, before I perform, I start crying. So it's really hard. And people can argue with me all you want, but it's For Crying Out Loud, which is the last song on Bat. And to me, it's the greatest love song ever written. It truly is. I mean, last night at the show, I was crying. I'm about to cry now because I'm talking about it. So I get very emotional with that song.
Bat Out of Hell, the musical, is currently playing at the New York City Center. Meat Loaf, thank you so much. Really great to meet you.
Nice to meet you.